So your name is Andrew, right?
Correct. Andrew from Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida, man. And how you
Yep.
know Silvio? Because I know Silvio put me in contact with you.
Silvio. I met Silvio. I was 10 years old. I remember many of them. We were in a college. flag football. Little spot in down south Miami. I remember he was my coach, and we were in close contact. And then I haven't seen him since then, but I've been trying to get in contact with him since then. Like it's been a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get into, because what I'm going to basically have you do is I just want you to take me through your day with the concert. But before that,
Yeah.
have you been to a different one? Because I saw like on your Instagram, you've been to Travis Scott thing before.
Yeah. I've been traveling to a lot of Travis's concerts for the past about 2 years now. So I've been experienced with all the festivals and all that stuff. So I'm always aware of what's going on in the scene and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
Did you go alone to this thing in Texas? So you flew out there, or?
No, I flew out there. I was meeting up with a couple of friends. We stayed about 15 minutes away from the festival where the festival was taking place, and we all met up. We all basically told each other that if we ever get lost or anything, just meet up in the car right afterwards. That's exactly what happened. That's how everybody got out safe, and I'm glad to be home.
Nice, man. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you guys are safe. So what happened? Like, okay, were you when you were in line? Did you see all the craziness when people were running in the stampede, all this crazy stuff?
Yeah. So basically, I basically got to Houston at around 8 o'clock at night, or at around 9:30 at night, and we were at a hotel. It was like people were already camping at literally outside the festival, waiting to get inside already at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and tickets were gates were supposed to open at around 1, but people were the doors already started opening around 10 o'clock. People were starting to get in. I didn't get in until about like 1:30, and then I actually didn't have a ticket, believe it or not. Yeah.
When did you get in? You got in Thursday or Friday? Thursday.
I flew into Houston Thursday night, and the festival took place Friday night.
Okay. So you didn't even have a ticket.
No. So basically, I didn't have a ticket. So I had a couple of friends that were gonna meet up. Like they were gonna try to meet up with somebody to get me a ticket and then come back and pay for it. But everybody got in. So then I went to the back. I was waiting at the porta potties, and that's when everybody was sneaking in. To try to get into the main process of the main gate of where all the cops were, where the horses are and everything. And nobody tried to get in. And then I saw an open gap. There was a VIP entrance also to get in. So that's when everybody started to run all the way over there. And I said, if there's my way to get into this festival, I'm sneaking in and walking into this shit. So I simply just walked right in. I just kept walking. Security didn't stop me. I got in. I met up with my friends. Festival was perfectly fine. And then once Travis came on, like just everything just went to shit. Like just all around, just Travis afterwards was just shit show.
How far, like from the stage, were you? Like, were you far away, in the middle, up front?
I was. I would want to say I was on the left side of like maybe around the middle towards the back, because you gotta like I said, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The main problem with the whole thing was it was the barricades. There was too many barricades. You had one barricade on one side, another barricade right next, and then you got a VIP right in front, which VIP was closer to the stage than GA was from Travis was when Travis was performing. So mind you, we actually have checked out the stage before, like hours before, like during the day, right when we got in, like to see to check out how was the stage or whatever. And I said, bro, this is gonna go bad. This is going to like we cannot be on this side. Let's check out the other side for Travis. The right side looked way better, but I knew from the rip, like like right when he came on, I'm like, oh my god, people are like, this is gonna be bad. Like something's gonna happen, like something could chaotic, and then this. Right. It just went like just show from there, like just when it got worse.
So were you there when the timer went down to 0? Were you there for that too and everything?
So basically I was in the middle. Like I said, I picked up my friend who dresses up as a doctor. His name is Billy Nasser. Shout out to my bro Billy. I love you, bro. I had picked him up actually before, like we were right next to each other and everything, and then right around the middle, like around 9:30, when we witnessed everything, we started seeing people fall, like 8 to 10 people, like just flat out dead, passed out on the floor. If
Wow.
anything more, and we were trying to make more room for people to get up, and people just kept, because like with barricades and with like the 50,000 people at a big festival like that, you can't have two barricades like that. Those are literally at least fit 5 to 10,000 people. That's ridiculous. So people were falling, people were limping. There's mosh pits going on, so it's like, it's a lot of chaotic shit. And then people were on the floor, people were passing out. We were screaming out, "Help! Help!" People kept pushing in. Security was right next to us. They were not helping. They let this shit happen. We were trying to tell them to stop. People were dying. They did not care. Travis even stopped the show like 3 times during the set to make sure everybody was good. He couldn't, because as a performer, you can't really see, like, it's not like the one thing that Travis does more than any other artist out there is see the crowd more than anything. But the thing about it is, like, when you have with 50,000 people with flashing phone lights at your face, and like with the music behind you, and your staff is not telling you anything, that people are dying, like, it's impossible really to see what's going on. And like, they didn't know anything. He didn't know any of this until like everything went to shit. So everybody passed out. I was in, my friend, I lost him. He went over the gate. I was like, oh my God, I'm literally panicked as hell. I'm literally in the back of this. I'm afraid I'm going to fall and die too. So people were trying to hop over the fence. Security was being like really a bitch. Like it was ridiculous. We were ready to like throw hands. Like, bro, people are dying, bro. We need to get out.
Wow.
Like, safety, bro. And they were holding hostage. And I said, bro, I need to find a way to get out. So I looked to my right. There was an open gap to get to the side, right around. And I went out and went to the back, stayed there for like, I want to say, I stayed for a little bit in the back when Drake came out. And then after that, I just left. I went out, and then I met up with all my friends in the car. And then, bro, like,
Wow.
I was just like, bro, I need to get the fuck out. Like, I was like, bro, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, I didn't want to do that. And like, bro, there was people passing out. Like, literally, I had to hold somebody, and like he was chubby, he was fat. So I picked him up, and like he like just like full out passed out on the floor, like passed out, like flat out dead. Like, I'm like, bro, what the hell did I just witness right now? Like, that is I've never seen somebody die in my face like that. Like, and to see almost 20 people literally flat out pass out like that in front of me, like, dude, it was just a nightmare. I'm like, bro, I need to get out before I be one of those people. I need to get out before I die or something. Like, I just found out my way, and I'm just blessed. I got out. Everybody was, all my friends, we all met up. We got to safety. We called it a night. We went to the hotel, smoked some pot, and knocked out, and called it a night. And yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Did you I heard something about, did you have any problems with cell service out there? Like, or was your cell working fine?
Yeah, I'm telling you, there was no service, because it happens at festivals. It's a really original thing. Like, you're not going to get service, especially with 50,000 people trying to use their phones and everything. Like, it's hard to get reception. Like, I'm telling you, like, I had trouble getting reception right before I even got inside, believe it or not. Like, around the side before everybody started running, like, I had trouble getting service too. So like, but then once I got out, I went to my friend's car. We all met up in the car, and I got service, and we all met up, and we were all good. And we went home and called it a night.
So you think like in your opinion, this is more like a security, like that part, that's the people that were hired out there to
the staff and the barricades, because you cannot have two barricades like that with 50,000 people right behind you, when literally those two barricades can fit max 10,000 people. Just does not work.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was at this festival 2 years ago, and there was no barricades. 80,000 people, I believe, same amount, if anything more, and nothing happened. Nobody died. Mosh pit's perfect. Like, bro, like, I just really think it's the kids these days, man. Like, these teenagers, like, they just want to be like the illest, like, in the piss. Like, bro, you gotta be careful. This is not a joke. You can dehydrate. You can like
Right.
it's not a game, bro. And then, bro, like it was just awesome. Like I don't think I'm going to another festival for real. I was supposed to go to Rolling Loud LA to see Kid Cudi, who's been my favorite artist since I was a kid. And like I don't know, like I even when Rolling Loud New York City, that's horrible too. Like I'm not going to festivals for a while, man. I can't, man. That's scary. Never for a while. I can't do it again.
So you saw Travis stop though? You said 3 times because I've only seen on video once, but I haven't watched the full thing.
Oh, I've seen Travis like
at this particular event. You saw him stop 3 times.
Like what do you mean? Like saw him like see?
What
like,
I mean by stop,
him,
like no, like did he stop and say like? Because I saw the video where he was like, "Hey, get that person up."
Yeah,
like make sure.
He was saying like, "Is everybody good?" All that, and then apparently the staff didn't tell him anything, that people were dying. And there was literally, there was a medic car literally on the right side of the stage, and somebody was on top of there, literally just going crazy, not even caring of what the
on the medic cart, right? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it got posted, and people were bashing at that kid too.
Damn.
Oh man.
Wow, man. Yo, I appreciate you sharing that experience, man.
Yeah.
Sylvia, you had any thoughts or anything you wanted to say, Sylvia? Or
I'm good, man. I'm just there listening, bro.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Because a lot of people were telling me too that have been to multiple festivals that they said like this is not like normal, like this kind of stuff doesn't normally happen. That barricade,
dude. Like I'm not even kidding, bro. Like I'm not even trying to scare anybody, but this is literally 9/11 of concerts, bro. Like it was that bad. It was really that bad. Like I'm being so serious. Like there was rumors saying at least 8 people died. It's way more than that, bro. People are
you feel like it's more people?
People are not gonna share it because people are gonna get scared and it's gonna like terrify people. But like a lot of people died. A lot of people died. It is crazy.
Let me ask you something.
What's up, Sylvia? What's up?
Was there any police around?
Oh yeah, there was a few cops. There was a few cops inside the festival. There were more outside though, like in the main area. But there was only a few, not many.
So how many responded when all that shit happened? Like in an hour, 20 minutes?
Oh,
5 minutes, 5 seconds.
Bro, like I'm telling you, bro, literally about from what I heard, from like the first 15 minutes that Travis came out, at least 17 people were already sent to paramedics. It was that bad. But it already went to shit when Travis literally came out. Like people were already passing out and dying. Like we literally saw it. People were literally trying to get to the front. And then they realized it was too much. They couldn't handle it, and they left. Like, bro, you can't do that. You gotta be smart with festivals. This is not a joke.
Let me ask you, was there any tents, like medical tents? Maybe 1, 2.
Yeah, there was a few, but not like it was like a one certain area, but there wasn't like.
Yeah, I think
it was like a tent. It was like a tent area. Yeah,
gotta have more tents. I gotta have more nurses and shit like that.
This festival was just not planned out very well at all, whatsoever. Right. This is not well planned at all.
So how you doing after the fact, man? Like, are you doing all right? I mean, I know people.
Bro, I sleep now and then, but bro, like it's just like I can't even feel like, bro. I really can't believe I'm just home. Like what? Like did I just witness like? Bro, this was like a purge. Like,
damn, dude.
Scary, bro.
And you saw dead people just falling. I can't imagine what that's like. Bro. Just seeing people fall out.
Bro, a 10-year-old kid died, bro. Like that either hit me even more. Like, bro, are you kidding me? Like my brother's not even 10, bro. Like
the thing I don't understand is why they got all age group. You know what I'm saying?
It was an all age event, right?
Yeah, bro. That's another problem, bro. They need to make these festivals 18 and up. 18 and up. I've been saying it for the longest.
Wow.
21 and up. You know what I'm saying? I just liquor, bro. Serving liquor and all that, man. You know.
Let me. Well, that's true. They were serving alcohol, right? I mean.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh my god, a lot of alcohol. Hell yeah.
What do you think about? Let me just ask you this too before we're done. I want to ask you, what do you think about that whole thing? People talking about the injection thing. Like, I mean, did you see anything like that, or any thoughts on it?
No, like I'm telling you right now, security was not doing anything. Like
Okay.
they were not helping people out whatsoever. They were letting the show go on and letting people die. It was that bad. Like, think about that, bro. Like, and there's proof. I literally have photos of people literally passed out on the floor. Literally, bro. Literally trying to literally passed out, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. Oh my God, bro. And like, bro, and it's not, and drugs is not the issue whatsoever, bro. Because like, bro, it's a festival. There's obviously gonna be kids doing drinking, smoking, doing all this crazy. So it's like, bro, you can't really blame that on that shit, bro. Because that literally happens to every single festival out there.
Right.
Like,
right.
This doesn't make any sense.
People go in there with the dope and they flip it for more, you know?
Yeah, for real.
That too.
Like a 5 bag,
God
30
knows how many
bags.
drugs,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you will pay that, bro. You know?
Damn, man.
I just stick to my weed. I just stay high.
Yeah, well, thank you, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you just sharing some of your experience, man. Just want to get some insight.
Yeah, of course, man. No problem. Anytime.
All right. Hey, this is Mom. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks.
Yeah. So I know, Coach, I know there's certain things that Andrew sometimes doesn't like to talk about, but Andrew's a highly functioning autistic. And
Okay.
I used to treat him like any other kid, because you got to treat him like any other kid. And so he played football with Coach, and I told Coach, and Coach treated him like any other kid and played him and impacted his life. So I'm very appreciative of what he did.
Hey. All right.
Yeah, props to Coach, you know, like, especially, you know, he didn't talk till he was 7. And, you know,
Okay.
I was blessed financially. So that's why I'm very proud of him, of who he is. You know, his
Awesome.
world used to be sports, but now his world is music. So I've learned to appreciate it. But I did want to give you a little feedback from a mama.
Yeah,
like
sure,
I
for
said.
sure.
So there's a lot of things that he's talked about that I do agree. I feel there needs to be an age limit. Andrew's been wanting to go to these festivals for a while, and we allowed him to go at 18. And even at that, you see, I grew up here in Hialeah in Miami. I don't know where you're recording from. So
Dania.
Yeah, okay. So I grew up in the night scene, South Beach, Cameo. I used to model. I used to party. I was a straight A student, but I partied too. But guess what? I used to walk around my little quarters, and I had to call my mom every 2 hours and tell her, Mom, I'm okay. Can I stay a little bit longer?
Payphone.
Yep. Pay phone, call, and say. But now you got the phone. So that was one of the things that I've always seen in the festivals happen, that they have no reception. So like I would always tell Andrew, when you're going to go pee, you text me and you make sure, I want to make sure you're okay.
Right.
So I know reception's one issue. One thing that he talked about was the barricades as well. Because like he said, he's been to Rolling Loud, he's been to Astroworld, all these different festivals. And they had the festival not so 2 years ago, and there was more people there. So crowd control, I think with the barricades, I think, you know, they kind of just mismanaged the situation. I've told him, you know, I feel bad for Travis Scott as a parent, because he's influenced a lot of kids, my son, other kids that I know, through his music. And it's kind of sad, you know, that people are just taking this, you know, just hating. You know, he's a young kid. He's a performer. I, as a mom, you know, I feel for him because he's inspired a lot of kids. I just think whoever managed the situation didn't do it right. I'm ex-military, back support.
Oh, nice. Thank you for your support, for your service.
You know, like math is math, you know, it's a given. You got 50,000 people, you put barricades, it's like a cage. Of course, people are going to like flipping out. And then you have this call out to security. Don't let anybody come out. Now
that's what I heard. That's what I heard. There was a lady talking about that.
Yeah, well, Andrew told me. He's like, Mom, we were trying to get out, and they would tell us no, and they push us back in. Like, you can't do that. Like, that's just common sense.
Wow.
So, you know, like I say, I think, you know, that. But I will share, like, I almost killed him because I didn't find out till the next day. The one day I chose not to Google and check my Instagram, I wake up in the morning, imagine like a Hispanic mama getting a phone call. Getting a phone call. Did you see what happened to Andrew on the TV? Of course, I thought it was a shooting. That's the first thing. Nowadays, you know, that's what you think.
Right.
And so they're trying to calm me down. And like my younger son told him, Mom went from praying to Jesus to saying she wanted to kill you. Because I'm like, How do I not know what's going on? And so finally he woke up and he explained to me and he said, well, Mom, I posted it on social media because like he says, there's no reception. So you can't have that connection.
Right.
And I was like, buddy, the next time you're dying, you text your mama, then you tell the rest of the world. You can't do that, And imagine he was away. Thankfully, like he said, by the grace of God, he survived, but it was a very traumatic experience. I feel that a lot of the kids are going to have like PTSD, what I call it, just give them a little bit of therapy. Like I told them, don't fire. You can't take an experience, make it from a negative to a positive, learn from it. I'm a very spiritual person. I feel God gives us situations to make us grow. So I told him, you take this, you think what should have happened, that's what you experienced, but you got to go back. I'm very big about that. Travis Scott, I feel, and a lot of these rappers back in the day, they used to talk bad about women. Now they're rapping their feelings. They're inspiring kids. So I don't want festivals to die. I think it's a great thing. I mean, you got 50, 80,000 kids. They're crying out. You got kids with shootings and stuff. You got depression, mental health. This is an outlet for them. I see it with my own son. So that's how I feel about it. Yeah, I wanted to kill him because I didn't know. He posted it on social media and that was legit on nobody, not a Spanish mom. But I do feel if they could do anything and they can think about it is reception. Because as a mom, we got technology. There's no reason why he could be like, Mom, I'm okay, or whatever, and the communication within themselves. Like I said, I was in the military. I'm thinking of this situation. Like you're out there, you don't know where your friends are at. I mean, the one thing is he's been in the Scouts. So I told him, look, your skills actually worked out. They knew to me in the car afterwards, stuff that, not everybody thinks about or knows. And that's why I think an age limit is very important. These kids are too young, 10, 15-year-old kids. They don't get it. I'm sorry to be a little rude or whatever, but they don't even know how to wipe, let alone how to, strategically find a car in the middle of a mass hysteria, and that's why I do feel, I don't think 21, because, I partied when I was 15, but I think 18 is a legit. And security, because like I almost pulled his ear. Because, when he went to his first Rolling Loud, I paid the $500. I'm big about that. You got to pay, you got to support. So him sneaking in there and finding out that other kids were able to do that, like that's, chancleta style. I'm ready to handle with you got to pay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But do I blame him for finding his little skills and being able to sneak in? No, I blame security to not have stuff in check. Where if he's one of how many that got in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you're scoping out fire that you're assuming 50,000 people bought tickets, but yet it's really a lot more because you got people unaccounted for that.
Oh yeah.
So, but I my prayers go out to the families. His friend, I'm very proud of him. A lot of the kids ran. He ran to safe zone. Like I told you, he's black and white, narrow, straight, narrow. His friend on the opposite, he went in. He couldn't leave, knowing that people were dying. So he went to help people. So he's a little bit even more affected because, he did like in the military, Purple Heart moment. He wasn't worrying about himself. He was worrying about seeing those people because he's an experienced, person that goes to these festivals, kind of like Andrew. So he saw young kids. He just couldn't let himself just go to his car. He had to go in and help people out. So, and I know, that there's other kids out there that, they kind of did that, but I think it's a learning experience. I hope Travis does it again. Hate the people. People need to stop the hate. I really think he needs to think about it and learn from it.
Another Astroworld Festival?
I think he should.
I don't think so. You think he should?
I think he should. He's a kid. Look, this is the way I see. He's
how
young.
old is he?
I don't know. How old is Travis? I don't even know how old.
Travis is 29.
He's 29. I call him young because I'm 45. But to me, he's inspired. This is how I see it. He is a light to a lot of these kids. And things happen. And I'm sorry, I don't want to get ghetto because I'm Hispanic and I'm Catholic and but you know what? Goes down. We're in this world. We're not of this world. And we're living in some crazy times. And kids need an outlet. And you know what? These are outlets. A lot of these little kids are into the Fortnite thing. Now after COVID, they live into that world. No, they need that outlet. So I'm the first one to say that if I could talk to him, I'd tell him, buddy, happens. We roll. It's like war. You got to have some casualties. You got to learn. But God chose you for a reason to inspire people. You can't just let this hold you down. That's how I feel. That's my opinion, you know, and I think he should, you know, wait a couple years and, you know, do it right and go back at it again. But that's me, you know.
I hear Andrew in the back saying no.
Hey, man, and I've been to concerts. Did you see his stage? His stage was lit. Like, I'm not even into his music and I'd so be there. Like, did you see that? Like, he's a performer and you're gonna, no. So that's how I feel. I'm like, you know what? I've been torn down. I've been, you know, hit. It's like football. Coach knows. You know, you play football, you know, you're going to lose some, you're going to win some. That's how I feel. That's my 5 cents. But I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing, especially from a mother's perspective.
Giving us the opportunity. And like I said, I hate how people are hating on Travis right now. And I've told a couple of his friends, and I'm like, do you really think he was going to let his wife pregnant and his daughter show up to a concert when on purpose people were going to die? I mean, come on, people. That's common sense. The kid is just situation happened. That's how I feel. But
I think one of the most disturbing things to me is the fact, because I heard the lady saying, and I hear you guys saying, that security like wasn't letting people leave. Yeah. Because of the barricades and stuff. They were forcing them to stay in there unless they passed out until whatever time, you know, they decided not to. That's pretty insane to me. Yeah, and exactly. And that's how I feel. And he's a performer, you know what I mean? And he had a big up lineup of people. And when you're that big, you depend on people below you. You know, and that's how I feel. I'm not going to say he didn't have part in it because he did stop it a couple of times. But like I told Andrew, you're at these festivals. There's ambulances all the time. There's kids always passing out. There's mosh pits. I know that since I was growing up, you know. So to judge him and to say because one person passed out, he needed to stop the show. Are you serious? Like, listen to yourself. That shows you don't know anything about these festivals. And you should educate yourself if you're sending your children to it. So don't come out in the news and start talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, educate yourself. So that's how I feel. I feel, yes, security people need to be woken up. They need to be educated. Look, he's autistic here in the city of North Miami. They shot accidentally a guy many years ago. I don't know if you remember, because he was, the police officer just shot because he thought the kid had a gun. He was on the floor, right? He was on the floor and then. Yeah, he was on the floor. Hold on, just the kid was talking about?
Like
that's actually my friend's brother. I knew the woman that was her sibling or whatever.
Okay, well there you go. And so a situation like that happened. What did we do in my city? I proclamate every year Autism Month, and I bring awareness. And guess what? I know the chief of police of North Miami. And what do? We do classes. We educate the police officers so they understand, so they know, because they're protecting us. And they're not used to this. This is a new world we live in. And that's how I feel with these concerts. Guys, this is the world we're living in now. We got to learn from this and we got to continue having festivals. But that's my 5 cents. Even if
thank you.
But thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Hispanic, I could talk for hours, but I know.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Gracias.
I love you. Good seeing you.
Love you too. But the X-Men, your mother shot out, man. She shot out.
That's who she is, bro. That's a Hispanic mother for you.
All right, Andrew, man. Thanks, bro.
All right, bro. You guys have a good one, bro. Y'all be safe.
Later, man.